So what? I wanna hang with my friends. So what? I wanna...
Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew, and in this video we have a different type of content, a PSP 2004. This PSP was given to me in a bad condition, but still in one piece and without a charger, without battery and memory card. Happily, I'm already a PSP user, so for the beginning I have a charger and some other stuff. So before I start with anything, I plug the charger, but nothing happens. The power indicator stays quiet. I've tried to turn on the PSP, but again, nothing happens. Actually, the PSP can be used without battery and with a charger only, but not in this case. The condition of the PSP is not good at all. The case has some scratches around the corners, which is very normal and expected. Also, there are some stickers on the backside, but the biggest problem is the entire case is very oily. Before I shoot this video, I have done a basic cleaning from the outside. And this PSP is smelling pretty bad from the outside, but also the same thing is from the inside. So at first I thought that this is going to be a one more failed project, but I've decided to give a shot. The PSP may look plastic and gentle, but actually these devices are very strong. Disassembling the PSP isn't much hard as it's looking. The only hard thing here is removing the CD door from the backside. While disassembling, also I always try to find out how something happens. So, the front glass of the PSP was unsticked from the front plastic, which means most of the dirt has entered from here. Also, the bad smell that is coming from the PSP is probably from some spoiled food. And probably this PSP was very tightly packed somewhere with some food. And one thing that gives me a lot of hope is the oily substance isn't everywhere from the inside, which means I have a bigger chance that this will work later. Well, after I finish with disassembling, I move to cleaning. And first, I start with cleaning the motherboard. Here, using a 96% isopropyl alcohol, I start with basic cleaning the motherboard, from the oily substance and the other dirt. After I cross over a basic cleaning, I place the motherboard in a large plastic container. And inside of the container, I pour a 96% isopropyl alcohol, and now to cover the entire motherboard. And after this, I left the motherboard aside. Now, while waiting, I move to cleaning the other electronics from the inside. Also here, I used a 96% isopropyl alcohol, cotton buds, and a few brushes. After I finish with cleaning the other electronics, I return to a motherboard. The alcohol becomes oily, which means most of the dirt from the motherboard is washed out. But again, using a fresh alcohol, I rewash the motherboard. After I rewash the motherboard, I place it on a paper napkin and I left the motherboard to completely dry. But before we test the motherboard, I moved to cleaning the display. To clean the display, I also used a 96% isopropyl alcohol. And I used cotton buds, few soft cleaning cloths, and soft brushes. Here, the cleaning goes very slow. Carefully, I have to remove all the dirt without causing some additional damage. So pressing hard or letting alcohol to the inside of the screen is a big no-no. But the most interesting part was, I didn't know what is waiting for me later. Maybe the display is not working, or maybe the display will work, but there will be some shadows. Well, before I continue with anything, I have to test this PSP, because all the time was uncertain situation. I mean, is this PSP going to work or not? So first, I place the motherboard on a paper napkin. The napkin in this case will serve as isolation. Then, I connect the power connector, then the power button, and the display. And now, the moment of truth. And the PSP has started. On the display, I noticed some small circle shadows, but nothing seriously. And for now, all is looking just fine and normally. Now all become much easier, so now I can move to cleaning the case. The case has no electronics on it, all is plastics. And the case, I wash it using a warm water and dish soap. After I wash the case, I cross over one more cleaning process. Here, in detail, I remove the water drops and I re-clean the entire case. In general, the case is looking pretty fine, but there are some scratches all around. And because of that, I've decided to spray paint the case. But first, I took a paper tape, because I need to protect some areas of the case that don't need to be painted. After I finished with taping, I took a signal yellow spray. And with this spray, I paint the entire case. Well, now I have to create a small circle details. And for that, I used one of my rulers. I cover the ruler with a paper tape, just I left one of the circles. Now, I took a melon yellow spray, which is a little bit darker than a signal yellow that I used before. And with this spray, I've created a couple of circles around the case. The next what I've done is, I create a stencil with almost two identical circles. And here, I used a pure white spray, and I made two circles at the back side of the case. The case is almost half done. But now I took some sketch markers and pencil and I start with some drawing and creating shades. I didn't sketch for a very long time, but I'm gonna try my best now. And the final result, we have a SpongeBob, or something that looks like. And as a final thing, all over the case I apply a transparent spray. This spray will give additional hardness to the previous paintings. The case will be more scratch resistant, and the colors are more vibrant and alive. Now, when all is done, I move to the assembling process. And while assembling, a couple words about this PSP. This is PSP 2004, and it's belong in 2000 series, which is released back in 2007, about 14 years ago, when the tech really started to take off. The same year were released a lot of games for PSP and as well for the PlayStation 3. Also, there were games that can be transferred from PS3 and played to PSP, which was pretty cool thing. When we're about tech, the 2007 was the year when the tech started skyrocketing. Except that a lot of great and epic games were released for all platforms, I mean for PlayStation, PC or Xbox. The same year, DDR3 memory was launched. The Nokia was on the top. The first iPhone was introduced and released. Also the same year, Facebook and Twitter went global. The same year, Google bought YouTube, and many other things are happened. Well, the assembling is done. But to make this PSP complete, I bought a new battery. I have a luck, I found it easy. And I bought a 32GB micro SD card and a Pro Duo adapter. These two things I got it separately. I mean, the SD card and the Pro Duo adapter are not coming in the same pack. However, this is way cheaper than buying a single original 32GB Pro Duo memory card. After I place the battery and the memory card, I connect the PSP to the charger, and I left it until the battery gets fully charged. And as final thing, I cross over one more testing process, making some customization and additional setup. And after all, this is the final result.
So what, I wanna hang with my friends. So what, I wanna go out again. So what, I wanna write you a song. It's not my fault that you can't sing along. I try to keep it cool anyways. I try to stay away from mistakes. I'm making my way and I'm good on my own. Skipping the show cause it's all that I know. It goes like...
Well, and a few more words about this PSP. Maybe this portable console is old, and nowadays the smartphone overtakes the PSP. But gaming on a PSP is a still great and unique experience. The games are easy and cheap to find. Even you can use emulators to run or install a different kind of games that officially are not supported. The battery keeps about 4 hours of gaming, and a 32GB memory card can hold between 20 or 30 games. It depends on the size. Also, the PSP is good for listening to music or watching some videos. And as I mentioned before, you can play some PS3 games. Personally, I really enjoy playing games on the PSP. Especially, I like playing arcade or some similar games, because it's a very great and unique experience. Well, and this is all about this PSP 2004. It's an old gaming console, but still not to finish in trash or to be abandoned. And if you own one of these, you can still enjoy and have a great gaming experience. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope this video will give ideas and inspiration to back some tech in a function again. Also, if you want to support my channel and my work, you can press the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.